Hey there, everybody. Professor Link here, the professor, the teacher of teachers. And I just wanted to have a little bit of fun here with my Teaching Tech Thursdays. Okay, because this is going to be my other regular segment, is just little tools, little tricks, things along those lines. So it's not just programmatic, it's also physical. And also, these videos will never be more than 10 minutes. If I've got that much talking to do, I need to split them up, because remember, if you're doing video content, which you should be for your students, keep in mind their time and their attention spans. They should never be 10 minutes is even kind of too long. But today, on the inaugural one, I wanted to show off by the thumbnail this. This is absolutely the piece of teaching technology that I didn't really know I needed. And it has so many other applications other than just teaching technology. I really had no idea. I kept seeing these on Amazon. I kept seeing these in different places, and I never ever realized I needed one. And no, it's not an iPad for an older generation iPad, or something to help me with my eyesight. It's a portable monitor. Just very simply a portable monitor that has its own kickstand here. And you have no idea how useful this thing is, because let's be honest, if we're working on a desktop setup, much like I'm recording right now on a desktop setup, most of us have more than one monitor. It's just the nature of productivity today that you really just can't get by on one monitor anymore. For example, my previous place, I had at least 7 tabs open just to do the daily business, plus, Microsoft Teams. And, whether I had a Discord open chatting with other people, whether I happen to have another window on, maybe with some music playing in the background, you really do need 2 monitors. So why'd I have to give that up when working on my laptop, or working on the go, or working in other classrooms, or things along those lines? You don't have to. You don't have to. And these range in all varieties depending upon sales, things along those lines. This is a 15-inch, and it fits in every backpack. In fact, in my everyday carry backpack, it fits in the slot right behind the laptop. So I'll show you how easily it does. I will say this, though, one little backdrop to these that you do have to keep in mind. If you're traveling with them, which again, that's really the whole purpose of them. If you're flying, make sure you take this out of your backpack, because it confuses the heck out of TSA because they don't know. They think it's a giant tablet, and why wouldn't they? It looks like a giant tablet, but no, it's just simply a monitor. So make sure if you're flying with something like this, take it out of your backpack, because it works a lot better on your travel that way, to not tick off the TSA like I have on occasions with things like this. But let me show you really quick. All right, taking a look here, just my everyday carry laptop, and it's just plugged in through a USB-C cable. Now, it's not any USB-C cable. Most of these monitors come with a very specific USB-C, and it's just a data carry. So any USB-C that's rated to carry a lot of audio, carry a lot of video, and high compression rates, anything for 4K, USB-C cable will work, and it will provide power. It'll pass audio, and everything will work there. Most of these also come equipped with speakers. Look at that. Look how tiny that is. They're not great speakers at all. But, it does get the job done. And it's mobile. It can move anywhere on the desk that you need it to, become that extra monitor that you need to keep your productivity just the same as it is on your desktop, but just in this case, in the laptop format. Also, if you happen to be in a campus office where you only get one monitor, this is a great option for you to have dual monitors inside of your inside of your class, or not your classroom necessarily, sorry, inside of your office, inside a campus. But please, before doing anything along those lines, please check with your campus's IT department. I don't want you to get into any trouble by any way, shape, and form. But this is a highly invaluable piece of tech for sub $100 in most cases. I think I got this on a sale. I think I only paid $60 for this specific one. It's not an endorsement. I don't get money for this brand, but there are a ton of different brands out there. Also, some things that this really does work well with, plugging it into your portable gaming device, be that a Nintendo Switch, be that your handheld emulators, Steam Deck, anything along those lines. It's a great option. If you don't normally have a television nearby, to plug that in. Also, it could turn your dual setup into a 3 setup on your desktop as well. You could plug it in as a third monitor that will run statistics for you. It'll run computer statistics, things along those lines. So it is a highly valuable piece of tech that is very tiny. So let me get back to my normal setup. You gotta love the power of a good gimbal. So realistically, I don't go anywhere without this anymore because I do not know how people only work on one screen. It's too much. Modern classroom and the modern classroom management through LMSs, it's too much. You need 2 monitors. A very inexpensive portable monitor. You'll see in a future video segment, this shows up a lot. This is going to show up a lot on this channel. Highly invaluable for sub $100. And it even has multiple different connector ports. There we go. So mini HDMI, USB-C. On the other side, it can run power off of a USB mini, a mini jack. Can run power right into it off an adapter into the wall if you need to, like say your laptop battery's running low. Of course, if your laptop battery is running low, you have bigger problems than having 2 screens. So, but just a nice little piece of tech that can help you become a little bit more efficient as you work. And if you are more efficient as you work, you're going to be more efficient in the classroom. And especially when you're doing those outside of the classroom LMS management items, be it grading, discussion forum, post responses, anything, gradebook management, anything along those lines. Having more real estate just makes sense, and this is a portable, easy option to have it on the go. Remember, folks, we're all in this together, and I'll talk with you later on. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the little bell icon for videos on Wednesday and Thursday. If you have tech tips that you'd love to hear, or if you just like to hear takes on anything else along those lines, start the conversation in the chat. I'll take care. I'll talk with you again soon.